Hey everyone, Nick here. It's Friday night. I had a good day. I genuinely feel kind of relieved. I'm such an idiot for not asking for help enough. I'm a little bit frustrated that it took me so long to learn this lesson. For context, it is 27th of June. It's about to be July. Had a good day. Let me explain first. So yesterday night, I had a really bad night. I behaved well. Let's just get this straight. I did, jerk off, which is bad, but I didn't overeat nearly as much, right? And I went to bed earlier. I went to bed pretty early, like 9 something p.m. when the day before that I went to bed at like 10:30. I did that well. The reason, the biggest thing that was bad is I went to sleep at like 3 a.m. And it wasn't even because, I was on my phone till like 12 something. But the main thing was, when I was going to sleep, I had all this fucking doubt, this anxiety. Like one of these days where I feel like what I'm doing is wrong. And that it's never going to be worth it. And all this really bad shit, it was a bad one too. I was on the verge of a breakdown. But honestly, I've had so many of those that I just knew that having a breakdown would put me through too much emotion, and it would not benefit me because I would just think about it the next day, and knowing me, I would have put too much importance on having a breakdown. So I didn't. But what happened is my thoughts prevented me for sleeping for hours. I would say, being realistic, I probably went to sleep at 2 a.m. again. So yeah. And so today I had my alarm still set for 7. Actually, no, I think it was 7:30. Thinking he was going to do something. And then I just kept snoozing every 30 minutes to see, if I would feel better at 8:30. So maybe the damage wasn't, basically just damage control, right? That's what gamblers say, damage control. What happened though is it was a really bad morning. I never had this morning in a very long time. But literally the doubt and the negative thoughts were so powerful. I literally just knocked out for an hour and a half, starting at 9, I think. And yeah, I got to bed at 11:30. That's when I recorded my journal for the morning. That's when I went to the gym, and that's how the day started. It was really fucking bad. Literally got out of my bed at 11:30, bro. I would have been done with everything by then. Anyways, got that. I had a pretty good work. I had a really good workout for the amount of time I had. The spin bike is really good for cardio, man. It's so good. It hurts so much, which is why I love it. Yeah, anyways. Had the workout. I had a pretty unhealthy lunch just because I didn't even really care at that point. I was just fucking trying to not be depressed at the moment, or not feel sad, I guess you could say. Are you having a fucking frat party? Give me a second. There's some sketchy shit happening here, boys. I'm gonna walk past this car light. I'm gonna walk past this car and then I'll talk in a bit. Alright. I'm in the peace and quiet now, I think. I should mention I'm walking at 10 p.m. right now, so way past late to be normal to working out. Walking out here. Anyways. Yeah, lunch. Oh, I had a team call. It was depressing. I had one team member show up. I talked for him a bit and then I skirted out right there. And then what I did, I believe what I did right after that was what did I do? I don't remember. I think right after that, I texted Kai, which is the closest thing I can call a mentor right now, if I'm being honest. Sort of a mentor. I talked to Kai, and he was sending me some voice notes. We were getting pretty deep into it, me answering questions, and it's really nice because this is like where some of my learning, some of the shit I was learning and my knowledge, this is where it like actually came handy for once, bro. I'll tell you what, when you're running an agency, very seldom does like the deep knowledge you have come in handy, unless you're doing some like belief breaking or whatever, you know, or just some self-awareness. Like when you're cold calling or doing whatever, like normally those things don't require much, you know. So but I was talking to Kai. It's really funny as well. Kai, and he's not like it anymore because he's grown as a person, obviously. But I could tell, because he told me, but I could also tell that he used to be like me. With the overthinking and shit and all these like, it's really hard to describe. It's like, and it's gonna sound like kind of egotistical, but it's like being super duper smart, but having like nothing to show for it. And that's not because you're not taking action. Like, I obviously take action. I work every day. I don't procrastinate, and I work pretty hard. I could be working a lot harder, but I don't work not hard, you know. I work really hard. But it's like your outcome is at this level, and your like level's here, but your knowledge is like all the way up here, you know. Like, and to some extent that's everyone, but for people like me and Kai, it was like a whole different level, you know. It's like a whole different level. It's like I look at these kids making 10 30k a month, like even my friend Owen, and Owen's getting a lot fucking smarter. He used to be pretty dumb. He's like getting a lot smarter now, like a lot. And like, I'll just say this example, like Owen used to be in a mentorship, the Air Cavaliers. Like those kids were making money, and like they're just fucking stupid, bro. And I'm like, how do I know all this stuff and I'm like not even near at their level? And the answer is they have more action, but I'm gonna not get into that tangent for now. The point is, Kai was like me in that sense. And so it was really weird because I was talking to another person that finally thought like that, and they could call my shit out, and they could like really help me because like he understood me way better, like a lot better than really anyone. Kai understood me a lot better than like, I don't want to say anyone. I do want to say anyone at this point when it comes to the way I think. But anyways, yeah, so we texted Kai. We were getting deep into it because he was probing on me, and it was really a good time because I was like getting the identity for my problems and just like choking it out, you know, like my current self, I guess you could say. And yeah, he eventually actually FaceTimed me, and we had like I want to say a 50-minute FaceTime, because the recording I have is like, I want to say 45-minute FaceTime, because the recording is like 30-something minutes long. I think it's 37, and I had a couple minutes of call before that. So we had around a 45-minute FaceTime call. And I'm so happy that I did not forget to record it too late. I recorded it pretty much since the beginning, minus a few minutes, but we didn't even talk about much before that, to be honest. Like pretty much nothing. So I recorded the call and my microphone picked it up. Thank fucking God, bro. Nothing bad happened. My headphones didn't die. The call was on those headphones. I'm gonna take another lap here because I want to talk more. Because today's like, I feel relief. I'm feeling motivation now, but that's because I'm talking about it. I don't really give a fuck about motivation. I just feel like good relief, like a good paradigm shift, not something to complicate shit more. And it's like, this is like the paradigm shift of paradigm shifts, because like for the longest time, every time I have a quote unquote paradigm shift, it's just like another rule or something to like add on to it, and it just like complicates everything. And I know how to navigate it, but it's just like, it's like I have all these like frameworks and all these tools and I don't know what to do with them. And Kai kind of just gave me this paradigm shift where it's like, yes, you have all these things, but like, this is the thing that matters. This is the other thing. All this other stuff, you know, comes secondary. And I was like, oh my God. Not on the call, honestly. But like, now that I'm thinking about it and the knowledge is marinating, because and I'll explain what I'm doing with this knowledge later, but it'll all make sense later. But yeah, so now that it's marinating, I'm finally seeing that after the call. Anyways, though, one thing at a time. We had the call. I guess I'll say what we talked about, but not too much detail. We just talked about, I need to fucking know why I'm doing what I'm doing. And the main thing is that he really shattered my paradigm of like, and this is what gave me the relief, is like, even if I don't hit my goal soon enough, and I don't even know if my goal is my true goal yet, because he gave me some information on that. But like, even if I'm at a point where I have to get a job, because I'll tell you what, I think if I'm gonna choose between job and college, I'm just gonna get a job, because I'll save money and then I'll move out and go all in, right? College is cool because like I'm not at a job and it's probably less time consuming, but like it's basically an equal amount of energy, and on top of that, I'm not making any progress. I'm not making any money. Like, if I had a job, as much as I despise jobs, for myself at least, just because of how far they are from my goal, like, I would at least be making money, resources to do that, even if it's not through a business. I just gotta put my ego aside. That's what Kai shattered, is that I have an ego around not wanting to do things that I perceive as shameful, and just to like let it go. Like, if it comes to that point, then yeah, it's a bit more than that. But he basically here's the thing, I got it now. I finally got it. One of the things is that I'm way too emotional when I think, and emotions aren't bad, obviously, but they're not a decision-making tool. And I apply that on small scales, but I forgot to apply it at everything. Classic me. I don't do it during cold calling, but I sure do it macro-wise, and he could see the way I was texting him and stuff. And like, I'll use emotions to assess my situation and to perceive things, which isn't super good. So I did that, or he told me that. That was one thing. And then number two, which ties into the emotion stuff, is that don't perceive the quote unquote bad situation as like horrible. Because when I was describing like going to job and all this shit, I was calling it like hell and all these like very emotional things, very fluffy emotional things. So that's what he called out. And then he also called out me overcomplicating everything and just focusing on what I want to do, how I want to do it, just saying things from a more logical perspective. That's what Kai's really good at. Or at least that's what he showed me that I need to improve on, that I think he's good at, because I'm not good at it. So yeah, had a call with Kai. Right now, after that call, I was like, fuck it. I played the recording, was thankful that the recording was quality, and I'm taking notes right now, today. I'm going through that call. I'm like, okay, Kai called this out. I need to do this. This is what I'm doing wrong. Fuck this. Love that. Do this, right? It's pretty much, dude, that's gonna be amazing. Very amazing. And yeah. And then another thing I should mention, something cool that Kai mentioned, was I've been unknowingly within a kind of a pendulum with Owen, where Owen's like idea of success and goals and stuff, I agree with it to some extent, but to another extent, I kind of ditched what I loved because of his opinion. And so Kai was like, one of the major things Kai taught me was just like, don't care what anyone thinks or says or more importantly, what other people are doing, you know, because like all these people owning agencies, like they're doing that, but like, do I want their life? And obviously I thought about that, but not enough, because you kind of like drift, you know, into someone else's pendulum. So that's something else I learned that's major. He taught me a lot of major things that I was doing wrong, the way I was saying things. So yeah, that call was packed, bro. He was just probing and telling me shit. The only useless thing, and this is not even his fault, the only useless time during that call was when he was explaining like the rat race and shit, because he was explaining how like any sort of like, he was explaining how the agency's a rat race, and he was explaining how it's ironic how people want to escape the rat race, but then they join another rat race, which is the agency rat race, which I was low-key kind of unaware of, because I wasn't aware so many people were doing agencies that they didn't want to run. But that was the only useless part. I was like, hi, I know that what you're explaining is I'm being in a pendulum right now. And he was like, cool, next thing. That was the only time. Everything else was like super packed, and he was just probing. He's really good. I don't know if he's actually a mentor or a coach, but it really helped a lot. Sorry if the whole call is like this, my cheek. I'm just looking at this street while I'm walking, and there's a car behind me, I think. Yeah, bruh, fuck me. Anyways, had that call, started writing notes. I did a little bit of work. So after that call, I pretty much did nothing useful in terms of like moving the needle for the agency I'm talking about, like specifically action wise, right? Like cold calling, whatever. And so I did a bit of cold calling. I think my phone number's in spam, bro. Like, it was crazy. Yeah. Not gonna go deep into it. I did very little. I did like 20 to 30 cold calls today. I just basically just finished off my lead list. I didn't scrape more leads. So yeah, that was my week. This week I did like, I don't even know how many cold calls. I didn't count. Okay. Booked no meetings, obviously. So did the rest of my cold calls. I talked to a couple of agencies that were texting me on Discord. I just wanted to get it over with. Not going to be working with both of them, at least for now. Those calls took like an hour. I had a very unhealthy dinner. I had a massive sandwich, and I also had a protein shake with a bit of unhealthy shit. Milk, whey, PB Fit. That's good so far. But then I added granola and a fucking trail mix pack that had M&Ms and chocolate and peanut butter in it. And I put a banana in there. So pretty damn unhealthy. Pretty excessive, but it's all good. It just happens on days like these that, like, there's no structure, and I kind of like, it's almost like a midlife crisis, but like short term, very short term. So yeah. Except I feel relief now. Not much right now. I feel quite a pain. I don't know why, but I feel less confused than I did before. And I don't think I don't want to claim this because I do it too much, but I don't think I should be confused anymore. As long as I don't bullshit. If I bullshit, I will start drifting back. And he told me this. I should get this information in my brain, because it's that simple. But yeah, so had dinner. I didn't record a journal. I forgot to do it after dinner, but that's why I'm doing it now at like 10 p.m. By the way, I did like 3 laps around this one segment of the neighborhood, so yeah. Had dinner. I came back, and then I called my clients really late. I called them at like 7:30. And yeah, I collected some cash today. I was like, because I literally could not afford $50 and feel comfortable with it, paying for like A2P agencies and stuff. And I was like, damn, I really have no fucking money. It's almost like an oscillation, bro, because like I do have money. I have like $700 in Bitcoin right now, and everything else in my bank account, and I had like $100, which is nothing, but I also had $700 in Bitcoin, which I never saw ever, so I kind of forgot it was there. But it's like if I had $700 in my bank account, I would probably feel comfortable, because I just see the number 700. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but it's not fine. So it's almost like I made a standard, which is cool. It feels good. It feels good knowing I have money, and like I'm still like really not comfortable. Like I still want to fucking go after it. You know, like before I would feel really uncomfortable if I had less than $500. Now like I have like 900. Yeah, I have 900 now. Yeah, I have $900 now, and I feel like fucking shit. I want to get like 3K, 5K in the bank, which is cool. I see like active progress. Anyways, I saw my bank account, unhappy, and I was like, you know what? These client calls, it's fucking time, bro. Like I did free work for them. My communication has been fucking pristine, and their DR is running. And like honestly, yeah, at this point, every single one of them has got results. Kevin, we're not gonna talk about that. We're working on it. I don't know how the guy hasn't churned yet. It's honestly a miracle. The other three, like they've gotten at least one positive response from DR, and two of them have launched like yesterday. So it's, bro, DR is like fucking amazing. It's like DR is actually insane. But yeah, we're just doing that to make running the ads a bit more comfortable. I'm not trying to just run DR for them, obviously, right? So yeah, today I collected not much. I collected $150, so decent. I got $100 from Tim to try to get Tim deeper with me, and then Craig, he still hasn't paid me shit, so I was like, give me just $50, bro. He gave me 50, so there you go. Kevin is gonna pay me. Oh, and Lino refused to pay $100, so I was like, bruh, okay. He wanted to run the Facebook ads before, which I was like, okay. I don't want a risk confrontation for just some quick cash. I don't think it's worth it. I think once the results show, I'm gonna go a lot harder because it's more rational. Anyways, Lino wants to run ads next week, so the goal is to run ads from next week and charge him then, because I think he should get his first couple leads. I think, because the ads I've been running for Kevin have been acting so quickly. It's so good, really good. Finally on my way back home now. And yeah, Kevin's supposed to pay me on Monday, so I'm actually gonna give him an extra day, because July 1st is on Tuesday, so I'm gonna make it July. And he's gonna be $100. I'm just getting these little payments because no crazy results right now, just really small wins, like Lino making $600, or Tim getting consultations, and also Craig. It was really funny. He logged into High Level in our catch-up call, and he was like really impressed with, because the guy that showed up, he sent him pictures. I didn't even know, to his personal phone, and he was like, yeah, this is good. I'm like, yeah, bitch, give me $50, right? Anyways, little small wins that make them feel like, you know, they're fucking having someone that does work for them for once, which is such a low standard. It's so funny. These agencies, man. And yeah, getting a little bit of commitment at the time. When I start running ads, when they start making money, I'll be like, okay, bro, $500, $700, you know, that's the goal. Slow and steady. And honestly, the more important thing is to get testimonials and start like actually trying to collect piffs, because dude, $3,000 on the phone, that's actually insane. Like that jump is like, will put me in a different dimension. It's really not much. It's not much different input wise, but like that situation, like it would change my entire life pretty much, right? That's kind of crazy to think about. And yeah, I collected money on the phone, had my catch-up calls, and then what I did is, it's funny because we had that talk with Kai and we were talking about drumming a lot, and he was like telling me to like start a business drumming, and I was like, what? Like, he broke my belief. That was the biggest thing he shattered my belief on today, is that I thought like no one would pay for drumming stuff. And this actually came from my dad, because my dad told me, like, he would, like, when I started getting really fucking good at drumming, like world class, and I was like, what the fuck, you know, I may start percussion and everything, my dad was like, Nick, like, drumming's a hobby, not a job. And that was true for like a long time. But now with like school and everything, and all these great platforms that people like Sam Ovens and Hormozy are like, they're trying to like make a real impact, which it is a real impact, because like I'm talking about it right now, and it could change my life technically if I went and pursue it and it went well, right? Just depends on if I want to do that, and if I go and commit. I'm gonna hide behind this truck. I don't want to walk anymore at late at night. But I'm gonna say, yeah, that was the biggest belief he shattered on that call. How did I get to that though? I forgot how I got to that point, or like how am I talking about this right now? Sorry. Yeah, so because he talked about that, I reminded myself like, oh yeah, I love drumming and I'm good at it, and it's like real value. It's not like some bullshit like my dad was trying to tell me, which again, I don't hate my parents. They have great intentions. They're just misinformed. They don't catch up, and they don't break their beliefs when they age. At least them. I believe I can, but they won't. So that's not my decision. But I'm not gonna listen to it because it doesn't help me. I started drumming. I drummed for like an hour, and I watched some YouTube of drumming, and then I was like, all right, let me record my journal, and that's where I'm here. That was my day. Learned a lot today. Awesome day. If you're wondering, I'm obviously, my priority right now is to do what Kai told me and apply that information, because what we talked about is the goal, and the goal always comes first. You never work before you know your goal. So I have some work to do. See you guys later. My mental health this day was really good. I would say it's a highlight of the day. So yeah.